Most people would like to be considered a genius, but more often than not, it's quite unlikely. However, in this video we look at some signs that might show you are indeed a genius, so stay tuned to see if they apply to you. One thing to note before we go through the signs: whether or not you're a genius doesn't necessarily affect whether you excel in certain areas in your life, and even if you aren't a genius, there's nothing holding you back from having a phenomenal life. So disclaimer out of the way, here are 5 signs you might be a genius. Number 1. You are sensitive to noise. I came across a study which gave me the motivation to create this video, which said that geniuses are likely to be sensitive to noise around them, even subtle things like people breathing loudly. The reason is, many geniuses are deep thinkers and therefore are often caught up in their own thoughts, something that noise can distract them from. Deep thinking requires quiet to allow you to focus and concentrate on what it is you're thinking about, as distraction will distort and force you to lose your train of thought. A similar example is meditation, which again requires quiet to allow you to focus on clearing your mind and internalizing, which distractions can take away from. Number 2. You question a lot. Curiosity is often seen as a negative trait by people, especially with sayings like "curiosity killed the cat", as it's seen to be snooping into something you're not supposed to. However, in reality, our natural curiosity and ability to ask questions to learn is what's been at the forefront of our development as a species. Geniuses never stop asking questions, because they have a natural inclination to understand the world and environment around them, but also internally too. This behaviour is common in babies and children too, a period in life where many develop and grow fastest. So always ask questions, because doing so is how you will learn the fastest. Number 3. You talk to yourself. Funnily enough, you've probably heard the saying that the first sign of madness is talking to yourself. But equally popular is the saying, there's a fine line between genius and insanity. Basically, what this means is that geniuses will often have eccentric qualities that might be quite similar to insanity, such as talking to themselves. Actually, when it comes down to it, the act of talking to yourself can have varying values depending on its purpose, as sometimes it's a useful activity. In the case of geniuses, it's a way to articulate your thoughts into a more tangible and coherent form of communication, making them easier to understand and come to terms with. Number 4. You challenge yourself. A genius will often aim to challenge themselves intellectually to push themselves past their comfort zone and seek to try new things, despite they might be hard. Now, a lot of this will sound familiar if you've watched the content on this channel before, as I regularly speak about pushing yourself and trying new experiences. The reason is, when you push yourself, you'll often see exponential growth to go with it, as it's when we go beyond what we consider our normal capabilities that we're able to see the greatest results. It also stimulates the brain, similar to doing brain exercises or training games, helping you to develop more neuronal connections, helping to improve performance. Number 5. Being a scatterbrain. Being a scatterbrain is often seen as a negative trait, as they're people who are seen to easily forget and unable to always articulate themselves in the best way. However, for all of the negative traits, it might be a sign of a genius, as while they may not always be elegant in how they present themselves to the world, the act of juggling so many thoughts and being able to still somehow coherently function day to day is in itself still an incredible achievement, especially as the person is always likely to be striving to do more. If you're like this, but then able to focus your energy in certain directions, the potential to achieve incredible results is hugely exciting. So, do any of these signs apply to you and therefore might show you to be a genius? Let me know in the comments section below. Please like, share and subscribe as we help you live life on your terms. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to ensure YouTube notifies you of the latest uploads. Thanks for watching.